and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I'm going warm. It's warm outside, so I thought I would create a warm eye look for you and a warm lip. And I'm also revisiting two palettes today to create this warm-eyed look. I'm going quite a way back with this one, and it is the Revolution Pro HD Amplified 35 palettes. A little bit of a mouthful. This collection launched some time ago and I really love the quality of these. They are very similar, well they are nearly exactly the same in colour format, in quality as the Morphe palettes. So I'm using today the Revolution Pro HD Amplified 35 palette. This one is Direction, and I'm also using Inspiration as well. So I've got both here. So I'll just share with you what Direction looks like. One is matte, one is shimmery. So this is the shimmery palette, and this one is a dupe for the 350S. So the 350 Shimmer palette from Morphe. So that's the first one, and I only use actually one shade out of that one. And then this one is Inspiration, which is a dupe for the 350M palette. Now these are less expensive than the Morphe palettes. These retail for, I believe, £15.99, and the links will be down below for you for both palettes. I think the Morphe palettes are about £23, £24, depending on which website you purchase them from. And obviously now we can, in the UK, purchase from the uk.morphe.com website. But of course, like I say, these are near enough spot on dupes. I don't have the Morphe palettes any longer. I gave them away because I found, like I say, that they were nearly exactly the same. The quality on these is amazing, and they are not called amplified palettes for nothing. They are so good. They're such good quality, amazing. Now you're getting 5, 10, 15, 20, 35 pounds in each palette. Amazing value at £15.99. But obviously what I wanted to do is revisit both of these palettes. I don't see a lot about these amplified palettes anymore, so I thought I would definitely revisit these. I love them all, but I particularly love these two. I mean, I did actually love the Morphe 350, but I found that some of the shimmer shades, one in particular, which is absolutely beautiful, the most beautiful pan within that palette, I felt like if I touched that shade, it would fall out of the pan. These, I don't have that issue with at all. So this is the look that I've created. Very warm, little bit smoky, but it's like a daytime smoky look. The lip combination that I'm wearing today, the base is the Kat Von D Everlasting Lipstick in, is it Lolita? I think it's Lolita. I think it is. I can hardly read it actually. I think it's Lolita, but I will link it down, sorry, list it down below. Then I went with a Jouer lip topper over the top, of course, and I just put it in the middle and then patted it over the top just to give a little bit of shimmer. And I went in with one of their best sellers, which is Skinny Dip. And I love this because it's got a little bit of glitter to it. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Okay, so now I'm going to get on with the eye look. Now the first shades that I'm going, in fact actually I'm just going to clean the excess off my brush using my colour switcher from Primark for £1.50. I'll give you the name shades, I'll tell you what they are and then show you as well. So the first shade that I'm going to go in with, in fact I'm going in with two. I'm going in with Cupcake and Ginger. So this is Cupcake, this is Ginger, this one here, the third one in, this one. So I'm going to mix those two together and put those in the crease. And of course the brush that I'm using is the Primark PS eye contour brush. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes with the Revolution Pro Eye Elements in Core. So I'm just now going to go into the crease. And then take that up as well. So blend that all out. Take that quite high, as I always do, depending on obviously your eye shape. And I'm just going to get those two colours, a little bit more of that, and then again pop that through the crease. And once that's blended, just take that up. Like that. Now what I'm going to go in with is the shade Cocoa Butter, which is this one here. And again, I'm going to put that in exactly the same position. So through the crease again. And then take that up. Of course, we don't want to cover the first shade completely, but you're just blending everything in and creating a little bit of depth. Just keep blending. Now I went in with the shade Shortcake, which is this one here. That one there. Is it that one? No, this one, sorry. That one there. It's more of a red tone. And again, just go into the crease and then take that up. Like that. Now, what I'm going to do now, let me just make sure I've got the right brush. Again, I'm just going to get my Primark colour switcher and clean this off. I'm going to now deepen out, go back to Cocoa Butter, and I'm just going to start deepening out the lid now. So I'm going to pat that Cocoa Butter shade on the outer part of the lid. And then I'm going now in with my Wilko flat brush, same shade, and then just on the inner part of the lid, like that. And then I'm going back in with the flat brush again and just go over that until I'm happy, and then revert back to the Primark brush and then blend that out. Like that. I'm now going to swap to a clean Primark brush, and I'm going into the shade, and this one is called Shortcake, and it's this shade here. It has that pop of orange, like a yellow orange shade. So I'm going to get that on the brush, and then what I'm going to do is just run that over the top of these shades here, and then just blend that up a little bit. A little bit more Shortcake, like that. Okay, a little bit more of Cocoa Butter, and I'm going to mix it with the yeah, a little bit more of Cocoa Butter, sorry, and then just go through the crease again. Like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go underneath the eye now, and I'm going to use, I'm just making sure, because I'm using a couple of the Wilko brushes and I don't want to mix the shimmer up with the matte. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Chestnut, which is this shade here. It's a cool brown, but actually on the eye, in fact it looks like a greyish brown colour, but on the eye it looks really good. So I'm just going to put that underneath. And then join that up to the outer part of the eye. It's been one of those days today where my brows wouldn't go right. I think it must be Monday morning. But every single bit of my makeup routine today, something has gone wrong. But we all have one of those days. But actually this eye look is, I'm just loving it. Okay, so underneath the eye is now done. I'm just going to put a little bit more this side. Like that. I'm just going to make sure that it's blended how I want out here. A little bit more cocoa butter. Yep, I think that's okay. Now I'm going in with the shimmer, and I'm just going to swap palettes now, because obviously that one I've just been using is all matte and this one is all shimmer. Okay, so the shade that I'm going to be using for this is called Bronze, and it is this shade here. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm using the Wilko brush, and what I'm going to do is get some of that bronze on my brush, and I'm absolutely loving this, and it's the Obsession Pigment Boost Fix Spray, and I'm using this each time I have to wet my brush. I'm using this and it is just amazing. It really does work. Okay, so I'm just going to double check. Yeah, so now what I'm going to do is, obviously I put the deeper shades on either side of the lid. Now I want to fill that middle part of the lid in with this beautiful bronze shade. And so I'm just going to do that and then go up to the crease, like that. It is just such a gorgeous colour. And I really wanted it to pop, that is why I have wet the brush. Just gorgeous. Like that. Absolutely stunning. Then I'm just going back in with my first brush, the Primark brush, and just go over those edges, and as well with my Wilko brush on the inner part of the eye. I'm not using an inner corner highlight today for this look. And of course what I am going to do is line the eye with the Revolution HD Smoky liner. So I'm just going to line my eye like that. And of course I'm going in with the Primark PS Amplified Mascara in black. is the completed look. That pop of colour on the lid is just beautiful. So that was my revisiting and I'll just repeat it, the Revolution Pro HD Amplified 35 palettes in Direction and then Inspiration as well. So one is matte, one is shimmer. They didn't do a palette just like the original 350 from Morphe where you have a mixture of matte and shimmer. They did just the matte and the shimmer, you know, like the 350M and the 350S. But they are beautiful palettes, and like I say, I don't really hear much about them at all. So I thought, you know, while I'm revisiting a lot of my older palettes, I thought that this one definitely deserved a revisit. Of course, I would love your thoughts, and if you would like me to revisit any other palettes that you're interested in, perhaps you're interested in purchasing them from Revolution but you're not quite sure, or you know, it's just inspiration, isn't it, to dig into your collection and use palettes that we already have. I think there's so many releases, not just from Revolution but across the board with makeup companies. There seems to be just one release after the other just recently, in fact in the last 6 months, and I think that we forget that we already have you know, some beautiful palettes. So I think that this revisiting palette you know, that I'm sharing with you at the moment is so important to ensure that we obviously use other palettes that we have. And you know, we can forget about those palettes, can't we? I certainly have forgotten about these palettes. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have just stumbled across my channel, I would absolutely love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. Obviously I upload daily apart from Sundays. And yeah, until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.